Joining us now is our senior advocate, Don Levitt. And welcome, Don.
Hi, Jen. Great to be here.
The report that came out yesterday about seniors and the violence against seniors. So I wanted your comments on that.
Yeah, so we're seeing the trends in terms of elder abuse going in the wrong direction. Specifically, since 2018, according to Stats Canada, the rate of family violence against seniors has increased by 49%. And we're seeing, unfortunately, the people who are victimizing elders, 36% of the time, it's children. And when we think about what kinds of assaults they're physical assaults. So three quarters, about 72% in 2024 were actually physical assaults. And unfortunately, more men are being victims of physical assault, while more women, older women, are victims of either sexual offenses, criminal harassment, indecent or harassment communication, or other forms of offenses. So unfortunately, the trends are going the wrong direction, but it's really important that we raise awareness around elder abuse, specifically around violence towards older adults.
When I hear the numbers, it sort of makes me shake inside. When you said 49% increase since 2018, and when you mentioned sexual abuse of our seniors, especially of women, and the growth in men, and that 30 odd percent of those are done by children of those parents. It's just mind boggling. I also noticed that since 2024, 7,622 victims reported. Do you think that's the real number, or do you think there are many more?
I think there are many more. I think this is one of those unfortunate social norms, Jenny, that we're all accustomed to, that we don't want to call out a family member because we know the repercussions for them. And there's, I think it's called the Stockholm syndrome, where you end up sympathizing with someone who you're the victim of on the receiving end. And the unfortunate thing is, it's often embarrassing, and often seniors themselves are isolated, and they're withdrawn from society. They may be socially excluded, so their opportunities to reach out for help are minimal, because the person who's the offender they're dependent on that person for the basic necessities of life. So I think it's a really untenable situation when you're the victim of elder abuse.
If you were giving a message to the community who is listening right now, and it's the South Asian community, what would be your message to them?
Well, I think the first thing is that we should be talking about this. We shouldn't accept abuse to anyone of any age, but in particular to older adults. I mean, it could be physical abuse, it could be emotional, verbal abuse, it could be financial abuse, it could be sexual abuse, and there are some signs and symptoms we can watch out for those older adults in our lives. So things like seeing if a family member or friend, if their behaviors change, maybe they're more depressed, or they have more anxiety, maybe they are more fearful. Other things, if you see bruising or unexplained physical injuries, if they seem to have a health condition change, maybe they appear to have poor hygiene, they're not being kept themselves usually as they might be, maybe they have poor nutrition, maybe they're not taking their medications when they should. Other things, if they're not returning phone calls, they're more socially isolated, not coming to social events. If they all of a sudden are renewing or issuing a power of attorney, or maybe redoing a will or changing their mortgage, if they don't have money available like they used to, maybe their cash flow changes. And if they're reluctant to speak about the causes to any of those things, that's when we should be suspicious of elder abuse, and that's when we should reach out to them and to others to get help.
So if, for our listeners, is there a number or way they can reach out for help?
Certainly. There are a number of places they can call. First of all, they can call our office directly, the Office of the Seniors Advocate. We have an information and referral line that's open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And the number for that, and I'll say it twice, it's 1-877-952-3181. That's 877-952-3181. There are also other organizations, for example, Seniors First BC, which has a specific line around seniors abuse and information they can call. They can call the community response networks, or simply the police, or the regional health authority. So there are a number of different opportunities for people to reach out to get help, but nobody should be tolerating elder abuse.
Absolutely agree with you. Nobody should be tolerating. And if you see signs of elder abuse, whether it's financial, physical, emotional, and there are many signs, as you explained, then a number you can call besides the police, which we all know. I would call the senior advocate number 1-877-952-3181. And thank you so much for joining us. It's not a pleasant subject to talk about, but a very necessary one. So thank you.
And Jenny, thank you for the opportunity to speak about this issue.